Hello, my name is Turtledog, and today I'm going to be talking about Redstone logic gates. So logic gates are a type of circuit that, depending on what your input is, there's a different output. So there's a whole bunch of them, which I'm going to be talking about, so that they can be used in many different kinds of machines. Basically all kinds. They're relatively simple to make. It's basically just redstone dust and redstone torches from the majority of them. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be talking about. So the first one, and by far the most basic one, the NOT gate. So the redstone lamps I'm going to be having as the output for all the different gates in this video. And the level is going to be the input. So this is a pretty simple one. So the lamp is on at the moment. The level is off. So basically, when one is on, the other is off with this, the NOT gate. So the level is off, but the lamp is on. When the level turns on, the lamp turns off. And that's simply done with the redstone torch, which is basically just a NOT gate in itself. Redstone torches turn automatically on, but when they are powered by redstone signal, they turn off. So that's how this one works. Then there's the AND gate. The AND gate is, well, the word says it in itself. There's two levels, and the redstone lamp is off. So to turn the redstone lamp on, we need to be using this level and this level, because at the moment both of them are off. So if I only have one redstone lamp, well, it's not on. But if I do the second one as well, now it's on. And that's because of these redstone torches as well. So there's two of them. And because the redstone torches are normally are on, if you only do one of them on, but the other off, there's still a torch that's powering this whole thing. And then there's just another redstone torch back here, which is doing this. So that's how it looks. And then there's the opposite of AND, NAND gate. And the NAND gate is basically an AND, but with NOT and AND together. NAND gates are surprisingly easier than normal AND gates, simply because in redstone, torches are already NOT gates, so you don't need an extra redstone torch here. So far the redstone lamp is on, and the levels are off. But if both levels are on, the redstone lamp turns off. So with one of them, it's not off. But the second one, now it turns off. Then now is the OR gate. And that also is, seems pretty logical. There's two levels and an lamp, which is off. You can use this level or both. It doesn't really matter. This level, well, it turns the lamp off. But if you do this level, well, it turns it on. This can turn it on as well. And if you do both of them can turn it on. If you do this one, it turns on. Then there was the NOR gate, which is NOT OR, which is OR and NOT combined. It's basically just an OR gate with an actual NOT gate on top of it, so a redstone torch. So normally the lamp is on, and the levels are off, and you can use either of these. You can turn this one on and it turns off, or you can use this one, or both of them. And then this is where it gets more complicated. The XNOR gate, which is exclusive OR. That's what it stands for. So it's basically OR again, but with the normal ORs, you can do this one, or both. But with the XNOR gate, you can only do one of them. You can do either of them, but only one of them. It's exclusive. So if this one, so the redstone lamp is currently off. The levels are currently off. If this one turns on, well, it works. And if this one is off and this one is on, well, then it works too. But if you use both of the levels and both of them are on, then it turns off. And that's because of these redstone torches. So, these two levels are controlling this single torch. But they're also controlling these dust. And these dust are also controlling these torches. So you can only do one of the levels, or else it doesn't work anymore. If you do one of them, it works. So basically, if both of them are on or both of them are off, it's off. But if only one of them is off, or only one of them is on, then it works. Then now's the XNOR gate, which is exclusive NOR. And NOR only means not OR, so it's exclusive not OR, which is basically just the XOR again, but instead of using it with the OR gate, it's the NOR gate. So it's basically just XOR except the opposite. So it's the exact same machine, but I put on an extra NOT, which is just a redstone torch. So yeah, there's a lot of torches in this machine. But normally when both of the redstone levels are off or both of them are on, the redstone lamp is on. But if only one of them is on or one of them is off, the lamp turns off. Then now is the IMPLY gate. So with all of these levels, there are 2 levels, which means that there are 4 possible combinations of on and off signals. With the IMPLY gate, there's 4 possible inputs, like the rest of them, but only one of them work. So far, it's just on, and the others are off. But it only works in a very, very specific way. So if this one doesn't do anything, and this, like that, doesn't do anything. But if you do only this one on and this one off, then it turns on. So how the IMPLY gate works is this redstone line is working normally, like this. But then there's this actual redstone torch which is getting powered by this. The redstone torch is turning these ones on. So the only way this can turn off is with this. And then now is the NIMPLY gate, which is not IMPLY. It's a NOT gate with IMPLY. Yeah. So normally, it just adds an extra redstone torch on the front. So an IMPLY works basically the same way as the normal IMPLY gate. This one is having power this direction, but then the torch is basically overriding whatever this does. So this torch is the only way to turn it on. So that is the end of today's video. I hope you've enjoyed and learned something new. Well, goodbye, for now.